Welcome back. This is the County Focus. My name is Chemtai Kirui, and tonight on the program we are highlighting issues that deals with cancer, this being the Cancer Awareness Month. Of course, tomorrow is the end of it all, and I'm privileged to be sitting down with two gentlemen, scientist Gaina Nare and biomedical engineer Andrew Kilui, of course, to discuss about matter to do with the new technology we've been discussing. Of course, you've seen a clip there known as liquid biopsy. And of course, this is an invention that is set to change treatment of cancer in the country. And of course, before we go on, I'd like for you to explain what was that we were watching.
First of all, you have seen there's blood in the clip. And I'll just explain a bit. We have maybe, our cancer occurs in maybe two ways. There are those that are come in form of myeloid, and those that come in form of tumors. Those are solid tumors. And from the tumor, the cancer or the tumor will be able to shed its DNA or its fragments into the blood. Then the fragments will be able to circulate, and these fragments are cells. We call them circulating tumor cells. So they will be circulating in the body, and you have seen a needle. Then we take your blood, we insert a needle in your vein, in your arteries. We take your blood, and from your blood we'll be able to find that circulating tumor cells. Yes. And from the circulating tumor cells, we will be able to find the genetic of those cells. Then from the genetics of those cells, we are able now to predict whether it is cancer or not. And this is a process of a system. We have no control over it. It's supercomputing and artificial intelligence. So from that, we after taking your DNA, the way you have seen, it will now be able to scan or sequence your data. From your data now, we will be able to link you with the therapy. Yes. And from the therapy, you have the solution for your cancer.
Interesting.
Yes.
Gentlemen, I have to say cancer is a menace. Like, it's an expensive disease. It's a disease whereby when someone is diagnosed with one, they feel like a death sentence. And unfortunately in the country, more women actually than men are dying of cancer apparently. I was just reading earlier on today about a report by Kenya National Hospital, Kenyatta Hospital, saying that about 2,000 more women than men actually being diagnosed by cancer, depending with which one it is, dying because of an issue to do. Of course, you mentioned cancer is a genetic disease, and then of course there's this issue of obesity as well, among other issues that are there, which of course people are saying are causing these diseases. Yeah, and yes. Of course, anytime we'll hear that there's something that's going to help make this a thing easier or manageable, and of course, not being a death sentence to you, it's something that needs to be adapted. Before the break, I think we were talking about how liquid biopsy is being adopted in the country, and you explained it a bit better. Is there anything you'd like to add on it?
Liquid biopsy started in America, in the US. Then it has been undergoing research for so many years. And this year, of course this year, it is when the technology was launched across the world. Okay. And when it was launched across the world, we had an opportunity also to launch ours here, but later. We launched the technology here in March, and they launched it in January. Okay. Kenya is the first country in Africa exercising this technology. Of course, the whole perspective of genetics and doing genomic analysis and precision oncology. Then, apart from Africa, then it is done in the US and in the UK.
Yes.
Yes.
For someone who is watching Gaina right now and thinking, okay, probably it's hard or not about liquid biopsies, but you're here now. What would you tell them is the benefit of using liquid biopsies?
So liquid biopsy has come like a part of a solution to cancer management. Okay. Yeah? So liquid biopsy is, first of all, is something that will help you save time, money, and if it does that, it will also save your emotions. So this is how it does it in a simple way. Like You as a person wanting, you have cancer,
Okay.
you need to know in a definite way whether you have cancer from a genetic perspective. Liquid biopsy will answer that question whether you have cancer or not. It will also able to tell you how many cancers you have at the same time. Is that the cancer, if it is undergone metastasis, it will able to tell you where the cancer actually originated. You don't know, you got it at stage 4. You need to know if the cancer originated from the hand, originated from the brain. You need to know the primary source. Liquid biopsy is able to answer the question of whether you have cancer or not. Then it will go further. After analyzing your blood, it will be able to give you some genetic information personalized to you or individualized to you. That because right now there are only very few drugs called targeted immunotherapies that work, and there are more than 900 cancers. So once we find a mutation in you, and there are over 900 mutations which cause cancer, and there are only 65 drugs, you need to be able to match your mutation to the exact drug that is there. So liquid biopsy is able to do it at one go using the supercomputing and artificial intelligence. Then again, once you have gotten this drug that matches or does not, that matches, you should be able to know if it is working or not, because it costs money. I'll go back a bit. Once it goes to therapy selection, where now your genetic information is labeled to a drug, liquid biopsy goes on further to tell you if you have colon cancer, it will tell you there's a drug for colon cancer that is in the market, but specifically for you, it won't work. But it will work for your friend who maybe has a colon cancer with a different genetic information. So it is a tool that, after telling you whether you have cancer or not, help you select the best drugs, help you not to take some drugs that may not work, help you to tell you that there are some drugs that are coming in the future that you can hold hope to. Then it goes ahead and also tell you whether your cancer is coming back. You see, right now, you have to wait, for example, after a treatment, you have to wait a period of 6 months to actually take a scan to know if the cancer has come back. If a liquid biopsy is able to tell you 6 months in advance whether a cancer will come back, and that you can able to tackle the cancer even before it occurs. So in a nutshell, we're just saying is it's a solution where you just using blood, and as frequent as possible, is a tool that can help you save a lot of time, money through the drugs that are available or therapies that are available.
Interesting. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, why would someone want that? Because if it can do all that, and of course making this process a bit easier for a patient, why not? And I think I would like to know, have you had patients actually undergoing these biopsies?
In our centers, yes, we have had. We have had those who did not have maybe symptoms, who came and went through the process. We have had those who have been undergoing cancer treatment elsewhere. We proved whether they have or not. Then we were able to maybe say the drugs, whether they are in, is working or not. So we have had patients so far, and the response is good, because people are seeing that now cancer treatment or diagnosis is now a much easier and cheaper. Because I'll take you back on matters of misdiagnosis and overdiagnosis and all those things. So why were people misdiagnosing cancer? Because they were not getting the genetic perspective of it. Cancer molecularly can start maybe from your brain. Then it circulates in your body, then it starts growing in the lung. So when I do a scan of the lung, I will be able to see a mass. But originally the tissue started in the brain. So with the current regime, I'll be able to suggest that this is lung cancer. But with the genetic information, that is not lung cancer. It started in the brain, and that is brain cancer. So when you start treating it, you have to treat it according to where the tissue started from to where now it is. And with this technology, you can be able to find multiple tumors in your body. You can be able to find whether you have a tumor in the colon, the other one maybe in the breast, the other one maybe in the rectum, anywhere. As long as you have the genetic content of those tumors, you will be able to maybe find them. And why are patients finding this technology easy? Because you don't need to go through a surgical section. It's only a draw of blood, which is a little bit 10 ml only. They take your blood, just like a HIV test, and that is it for you. Then you wait for 7 days, then you get your results. It's a bit of a shorter process than going through a tissue sort of a process, because it may take you maybe 1 or 1.5 months for you to get your results. And you know, cancer, immediately when you touch it, it starts spreading rapidly. And immediately when you get your results after 1.5 months, it will have gone elsewhere. And with that technology, you may not be able to maybe understand where it has gone through. But with 7 days, you can be able to manage your time well and your resources so that you can treat this cancer very early. And also, this is a technology that will tell you a cancer is in your body even before the symptoms occur. And like Gaina has told you, we have one type of cancer in men that can be screened early. And for women, we have 3 types of cancers that can be screened early. That is cervical, breast, and ovarian. And we have 900 types of cancers that can possibly occur on you at a time. Then how do we get these other cancers, 800 and something? We need to have a system where we can be able to know these types of cancers, because all these others pop up when they are at a later stage, maybe stage 3 and 4, and it is very hard to manage cancer at stage 3 and 4 than managing it at stage 1 and 2. So we want people to maybe adopt a technology where they'll be able to know their status or cancer status very early, so that treatment and management of it becomes very easily.
Interesting.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people watching at home are following it up and interested as well. I can see there's someone known as Geoffrey. You're saying you're Geoffrey Letting from Eldoret. Where can I go to take this process of liquid biopsies? Is it a process or a procedure? You're saying you're Geoffrey from Eldoret. Thank you so much for that question. Someone else is saying, my name is Dogo, and I'm watching KASS TV, enjoying the program. Can you tell me how much it will cost to undergo liquid biopsies? Someone else is saying, my name is Nancy. I'm watching KASS TV in Bamba. Thank you so much. A lot of feedback actually coming in, but a lot of them are circling around where can they undergo liquid biopsies and the pricing as well. Anyone who can answer? Geoffrey and Nancy, and I think Dogo.
I think the best thing, first of all, thank you very much for their concern. We are found in Nairobi.
Okay, right now
we are in Nairobi. But
okay.
This test, because it's only a blood sample, you can acquire it in Los Angeles, Australia, South Africa, or Eldoret, or Mombasa, or Turkana. Okay. How can you acquire this test? Currently, our laboratory has partnered with several agencies that do transportation of medical products. And we have partnered with DHL that does this across the country. And we have also partnered with Wells Fargo that does this inside the country. When you request for the test, when you are in Turkana, we will be able to send you a kit. When I say a kit consists of 2 straight tubes that can stay with blood for 21 days. Then it has a needle, it has an instruction manual, it has gloves, and it is sealed well. So when we give you the kit, maybe you request the kit today, we will be able to organize with Wells Fargo. The next few minutes they will come to offices, they will take the kit. They will come to your center where you are, or your house, or your office, maybe in Turkana, your house. Then they will give you the kit. You will take the kit yourself to the nearest clinic. The nurse will be able to follow the instructions on the instruction manual. He or she will draw your blood, will put in or place it in the streak tubes. Then you will call the Wells Fargo guys. They will come and pick the blood to our laboratory. Then after 7 days, you'll be able to either receive your results through email or physically through Wells Fargo themselves. By this, we are trying to maybe make this process easier for anyone across anywhere. You don't need to travel from Mombasa to Nairobi for you to test whether you have cancer or not. We have made it easier so that we can decongest our cancer centers, so that at the comfort of your house, you can be able to receive results and be able to analyze yourselves. You can even call your doctor, because the doctor will even come to your house, prescribe for you, because from our results, we will be able to indicate the therapy. If the therapy is there, you are a doctor, and if you don't have a doctor, we will be able to give you a doctor. The doctor will be able to write a prescription, then you can get the drugs or the therapies anywhere from any pharmaceuticals around.
Pricing?
Pricing to test one gene is 50,000, 50 shillings. But apparently we cannot test one gene. We only test 900 of them at once. So we want to give you a solution for all types of cancers at a go. So the whole test goes for 70,000. 70,000, why? Because we give you every solution you want for cancer at one test. I'll give you an example. When you want to kill maybe Al-Shabaab, you not only kill the leader, but you have to kill other soldiers around. So when you kill the leader, you have to find other soldiers to kill for them. So for us, we find the leader and other soldiers that can possibly cause anything harm to you.
Thank you for that, Andrew. I think since time is running out and probably someone is thinking, okay, I'm interested in this. Gaina, can you tell us how they can reach you? Website, social media?
Okay, so our telephone number is 0700 362 362. 0700 362 362. And our company name is Massive Genomics.
Massive Genomics. Thank you so much for that. Unfortunately, time is running out. But before you go, since today is a Cancer Awareness Day, I have some questions which I wanted you to elaborate on it. But I'm just going to ask, and then both of you should answer in unison if it's yes or no. Someone who is going to say no will have to explain why. It's so easy. Questions that are always asked, actually. So let me start. Can injuries cause cancer?
No.
No.
Can stress cause cancer?
No.
No.
Why are you waiting? No. I want you to be news. Is cancer contagious?
No.
No.
Can cancer be prevented?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Because cancer is a disease caused by 85% of the cancers are caused by the environment you live in. Okay. So you can be exposed to these agents anytime in your lifetime. Yes. Yeah, you can be exposed to cigarette smoke 10 years, and 10 years later is when you're getting the cancer, let's say from cigarette exposure. So cancer cannot be prevented because of many factors that happen in our lives.
Interesting. Yeah. It's been a pleasure talking to you, gentlemen. I'm told time is running out, but this is County Focus. Andrew, as you're finishing up, for the county government that's watching right now, how can they help ensuring that this thing is a success?
County governments should be able to partner with the organizations that can offer services that will help their people. And if any one of you is watching from the county government, the health of the electorate is very important. And they should sit down and find systems where will work for their people, and so that their people can continue reproducing economy or making the economy better for the counties. With this test of liquid biopsy, a county can adopt this test and be able to make their people aware about it and be able to maybe make their health better through liquid biopsy, because liquid biopsy is now a game changer in the cancer sector.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Time is out. I hope I'll see you gentlemen again, because this matter of disease, especially cancer, is something that needs to be talked about often enough until everything is as it's supposed to. Thank you so much, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.